Testing. Okay, so my internet must have cut out or something because none of the pages would load and thing disconnected. And my phone was having a hard time loading too. Um, so, anyway, this is now episode 4.5 of Hearts, Haircuts, and Highlights. My salon studio, projects and streams. Um, I am a hairdresser who also works in a grocery store. As of this moment, I only work in the grocery store. 2 years ago, on July 1st, I walked into a place called Rochester Salon Studios in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and I signed a lease. And I was able to keep my suite until December, and then paid for it a couple more weeks after that because that's how it works. You know, basically what it is like you have to if you get a month free or something, you end up having to pay it back and stuff like that. Um, so it's, when she goes over the lease this time, unless she puts some special clause in there because I'm a previous failure, um, you know, I don't know, but tomorrow I will once again be going on July 1st and signing the lease for the same exact room that I had last time. I'm kind of excited to see what changes have been made to the building, if any. Did she move the coffee thing, the coffee bar? Did she, are there new plants or is, what's going on at the hallway these days? I don't know. Um, See what suites are still there and who moved out. I mean, for starters, I'd like to know what hair studios are still there because it looks like one might have left unless they changed rooms. Um, but yeah, I am. I've been booking some appointments today. I've gotten at least. Oh, I booked 3 appointments. Well, I booked two, and this one's a potential. I'm not sure if I've done this one's hair before or not. Um, Maybe I did her hair back when I was still using the appointment book. But let me check that. When? Okay, she's not even in here. Uh, I don't even remember. could have sworn I had her come to me though. It's like I don't. I opened Facebook Messenger and there's like no previous messages with her. There's no, and I've got a newer phone since the last time I was in the salon. You know, like, I mean, I closed the salon and went and got my phone, and then got into a car accident soon after that. But in any case, the new phone didn't have previous text messages on it. Somehow she's in my text contacts, but all I know is the other day when I was visiting that one salon and posted, "Is this too far?" She was one of the ones that said it's too far. Now, I asked about this place, and she said, "Oh, that's not too far." So, so the door is open. And, I try to walk in. Let me, uh, let me do this. Just so that there's something in there. So, I'm still working on some things in my mind here. My shelf thingy came. Uh, I forgot to turn the webcam on. Here I am in my glory, because I really don't care what people think anymore. And I try not to look like this when I'm at the salon, but hey, nobody's perfect. So, I guess for starters, probably got styrofoam and stuff in there. Do I want to open this? Well, you're gonna, aren't you? Yeah. And the other thing is I got that. That might be a little bit too big. Could always use this box, maybe. I'm looking into my options for storing my hair color. I did ask her today while I was at the grocery store and texted her like, hey, I noticed that some of the rooms have them cabinets above the sink, and I was wondering if you had any that you could put in my room. And she said, she'd have the moving guy or whatever go look at the storage, and so we'll see. And then I was like, is there anything else that you got or anything, for wall storage? And because I'm trying to eliminate that big tall pantry cabinet. I'd like to just leave that here at home. I want less furniture in the room, but I still need to have the storage for the hair color and stuff. I want it to be on the wall. I want to get my hair color stuff on the wall. I want to make it look fancy. I want, so people notice that kind of stuff. I want my suite to look, I don't know, lived in a little bit, like used, like to show that I have stuff, products, and I definitely want to get some products on the shelves, floating shelves and such. And if I have to, I will get them put in that. I will screw them into that damn wall. But I've got to get out of the mindset that I'm only going to be there like a month or two, like a couple of months, and then I'll have to leave again. Because this time around, I need to stay. My mindset is that the only way I want to leave that room is if I'm going to a bigger room in the same place. Now, there is another chain studio place in the next plaza over. I did message them way back 2 years ago when I was trying to find, a place. Oh, wow, I've never done an unboxing video before. Okay, so it comes in a box with styrofoam on the sides, and it's got stuff with straps. Now, I don't want to necessarily take this apart right now, but it feels sturdy. It doesn't feel like flimsy metal, or, per se. It's probably just aluminum, but still, it feels heavy. There's 6 pieces, so it's the side panels and the 2 shelves is what I'm gathering here. Okay, I do kind of want to just poke this open a little bit here. So I want to know if it, well, maybe not. Maybe if I go on Amazon, I can see what it comes with. Okay, it says does it on Amazon? It says does it require tools to assemble? And Alexa on there says no. The microwave stand does not require tools. It comes with all the stuff it comes with. It's easy to put together without help. Straightforward. So let's see what weight can it hold. No, I'm not worried. I'm not really worried about the stability when it's wide because I mean I'm not planning on putting I'm not planning on putting a microwave or I mean unless I were to put my my portable hood dryer on it and try to do that. Um, sorry, I was doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Um, so we're gonna take the thing off of this thing. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Um, anyway, let's look at what some of the stuff I was doing earlier. We were talking to him. I was once again asking about trying to figure out how I can mount some shelves and stuff, even if it's just doing the Let me try command shelves holding oh. Now there's also I mean the fact that those are on that wall, will it I mean that's like waterproof. Painted walls. Okay. That's not really holding a lot of shampoo bottles though. That's again, that's still only 2 bottles. That's a little bit more. Hey, Freebird. Well, I don't know if you've been watching, but I'm signing my lease and getting my key tomorrow. On the 2-year anniversary of the first time I did that. I've already got 4 appointments booked. And yeah, I never in a million years did I think I was going to get that same room back, or even go back. But well, I wanted to go back, but just the way it happened, it just. I mean, it's like, yeah, I want to get a place near here, and not have to drive all the way to Waterford. But it got to the point was when I was visiting one near here, and I was posting who would come here, and they're like, the only ones that would even do it are the ones that are in this county and not in Oakland County. I'm like, okay, well, there goes all the ones that were at least willing to drive to the suite. So I'm like, and the rent was going to be 1,000. My suite is 860, and it's like all the stuff is right there. I even made a post about it earlier. I pasted it in here for him. I said I post it and I tag the actual suites place by doing this. I posted, did you know that Rochester Salon Suites, where my salon suite will be at, is near an intersection with just about all the places you might want nearby? In contrast, the salon I was at was in a small plaza with a pizza place that didn't open until 3, and the nearest other food options were a mile or more away. So if the coffee or tea and such that we have at the suite isn't your cup of tea, it's all nearby. Unless you want Burger King, they're a few miles away. There is a Meijer and Target right there. I don't mind if you stop and get yourself something to enjoy during your appointment. I want my suite to be your space. I'm even looking into providing a booking option to just come and relax with no salon services required. A place to take a break. A she shed with Wi-Fi. I also want to turn back the clock a bit on the salon experience. Shampoos for relaxing purposes, with or without a conditioning treatment. I offer search and snip sessions. I plan to offer calm and patient detangling sessions with shears as a last resort only. I know there's a market for that. I want to put the care back into hair care. The Care Bear? Yeah, the Care Bear. I want to be Cheer Hair Bear. Is that what you're saying? You want to be a hairy bear? I'm already a hairy bear. You know, there really is an untapped market for. Now, some places, sometimes they want you to come to somebody's home or to the hospital or whatever, but you know, people staying in the hospital for a week or so and then their hair's all tangled up, and you know, anybody who watched me detangle my hair last week knows I didn't grab them. I did not grab my scissors until I was like trimming the ends. You know, I did not. You know, I know that I could take my thinning shears and just like chop into my hair with them, but my hair is thin enough as it is, and you know, I already got this flippy out crap that don't reach a ponytail anymore. I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna make more of it. But I'm looking into my options for putting things on the wall. Oh, that's for removing. Okay. So how much do they charge for these? Well, I don't think we're putting a gallon of milk in the thing. No, but speaking of which, I didn't. I think they did that update today. Um, there's that. Um, I think I'm gonna hold off. But I'm going to Because last time I only messed with the room on the Sims. Um, this time around, I'm gonna make the whole building and maybe even part of the strip or whatever. But um, I'm trying not to jinx it by building. There. Last year when I almost got into that salon, I came home from talking to her, built the thing on an episode, and then the next day that deal was off. So I don't want to jinx it by building anything in it right now, but that is a not only that, but I want to see what kind of changes have been made to the hallway and whatnot. I don't want to assume like a coffee bar is where it was before. Or like the little cabinet thing. Because based on some of the pictures, it looks like she might have moved it. Uh, okay, that's nice, but it's too tall. That's too tall, Jones. Yeah. All right, that's not really. That's piling them in there. It's not displaying them nicely. I don't really like that. I was considering maybe trying the Gorilla mounting tape. What I really want to do is get a cardboard box and maybe try to put that on the wall to put my color boxes on. Even if I had to take a box like this and cut it in half the long ways and then put them like in other words, let's pretend this is that bigger box. Cut here back and cut in half the back of it and cut here and then take this part and flip it over so they're next to each other. Um, that, but the thing is worrying about the fact that he keeps bringing up the whole humidity and washing hair and all that, and it could cause the thing to fail and the tape to fail. And well, what I'm trying to do is put things on the wall without using screws, because if I fail again, which I'm trying not to do, in this case I'm saying if I decide to switch rooms to a bigger room, I'm gonna have to like pay to have that repaired or filled in or repainted or whatever. You know, I'm hoping that's something that does. Last time I got 6 months out of the place, or 5 months. I'd really like to. I haven't had alcohol in 20 years, 20 and a half years now. I'm thinking if I'm still there next July, maybe I'll have some champagne. Be a thing, every year that I'm still there or still somewhere and not quit yet or failed. I think maybe I'll have a sip of champagne because I don't know what else I'd have a reason to celebrate. I don't know if I like champagne or not. I've never had it, but you know, if I don't like the champagne the first time, maybe I'll, you know, do a little bit of cherry pucker or something. I don't know, but see, the thing is these are, well, they're 3 ounce tubes, so they're heavy enough with the whatever kind of metal that they. I mean, it's basically a toothpaste tube, but they still, especially when they're open, the weight's, unless I flip it around, the weight's going to be on the front end. But I want to display them so I can see the front of the box. Because I need to know when I write an O on a thing that it's open and which one, so I can take a picture of the thing the way I did before. Because I could just take a picture of the multiple ones and see, I'm pretty sure I gave him the picture here. Because I could just take a picture with my phone and have it at the store. Okay, well, if I'm home from, if I go see my brother, he hasn't gotten back to me yet, but okay. So a response on one of the hairdresser posts says, "Don't bother using command products. She's never had one that works." See, I also saw somebody mentioning Gorilla Tape. One moment here. Okay. One moment. Somebody's asking to join the long hair community meeting place group that I'm a co-admin with on on Facebook. That's all I pretty much do these days is let people in or not. It's like they have to answer the questions. They have to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, you don't get in. And if you, of course, if you answer stupidly, you don't get in. Here, I'm gonna. Well, she. I can always. All right. Wait a minute. That's saying she has come to see me. Okay, she had at least 3 appointments with me. Alright, I knew I had seen her. Okay. No, no. She had two appointments. Uh, I saw her. I saw her the 21st of January in 2022, and in May of 2022. Let's see. Did I get pictures of her? Okay, I did not get any for then. What about May? May 6th? No. All right, so no, I don't have pictures of her. If she was there, but that would have been just before I bought my. That would have been before I went back to the grocery store, and that would have been the year before my car accident, and I didn't have my new phone yet, so those text conversations did not get saved. So that's why. So not, but I at least feel a little bit more comfortable talking to her right now because it's like I was like, have I even had an appointment with her yet? She's so at least it's not like she's never been in my chair. Um, she um, she just had her hair highlighted, but she gets her roots done every 4 weeks, so I definitely want her back. There we go. All right. All right. No, I the one I was waiting to answer the questions answered him. I've already seen her post on another group, and she was acting appropriate. So I was just waiting for her to answer him so I could say, yeah, you go in the group. Here, while we're at it, if anybody wants to join that group, just keep in mind you will have to be approved. Um, because it's a private group, so you gotta be approved to get in there. save that? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Because you know, whether she answers me about that or not, I at least know to talk to her. That's what I wanted to find out. Okay, good. Because they don't need to be seeing all my little notes and things. Because my biggest problem is I got to come up with an actual menu of services or whatever for them to book. Um, it's either that or a simple, hey, I'd like to book an appointment, but make them contact me. But I mean, either way, they've got to contact me because, you know, I mean, they definitely have to have a way to contact me because, you know, they can't get in the. We're not supposed to be able to get into the building without somebody letting them in after they buzz the door, and I better be there. You know, I'm not comfortable going to that door and just opening it for anybody. I want to know it's my person. So, you know, I need to be able to message them. And that's last minute stuff, you know. But I prefer to consult with people and find out what I'm getting into. I don't want them booking stuff I don't do. Um, but at the same time, I don't want to force people to book just talking to me for a consultation. As much as I want to do the consultations like that, I don't want to force people to do it. That's another thing. I write things on the calendar, such as my grocery store times and whatnot. I don't necessarily want that to be a blocked off thing. You know, that's just my own personal notes. You know, I automatic if there's a certain day or whatever that I'm usually at the store, I just put it on repeat and then I adjust if needed for a certain day. I also got reminders to pay certain bills on certain days. Um, you know, my credit cards and stuff. This credit card's due that day. You know. I mean, I especially had to do that when I had the salon because I had utilities to pay and all that. Um, Hangman No Stud Floating Shelves. Uh, that sounds like it would put a mark in the wall. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, that's right. If she gives me that cabinet, it's there, and she just leaves it. Yeah, I yeah yeah they could be, but again, it's one of them. Last time around, I didn't put anything in the walls, and I left, and I had to kind of scrub some stuff on the floor, as I was mentioning probably in the last stream before the internet cut out. Um, but I want to get something to put on the bottom of my chair. Uh, exactly. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. It's like everything's great, but I can't use it except the lightest weight tape on options if it would stay on the wall. I mean, hell, I could probably take my pantry shelf has that. They have that got like cardboard like back on it. Just like take that off of there and maybe tape that to the wall or something, and then tape things to that. I don't know, but either that or I don't know. I need to get it out of the way though. I need to not use that pantry cabinet because I just it's too much furniture. Just I don't want to. I want to use the heart cabinet with my mirror, but I want to get rid of this tall cabinet. I still want to use this because it's got the surface area. I can put my developer bottles on here, easily mix the stuff, keep my scale in the drawer, my foils in the drawer. I had my tool drawers in there, so it's like everything was just there. Um, and then this comes with the thing if it's still in there. Um, and I just kept like my clippers and stuff inside there. Um, now I bought the I just showed him a little while ago. Oh, uh, I was talking to my buddy Stephanie earlier. It's like a simple because I was talking about the interview thing. Hey, Jen. Yeah, I mean, I already. She said she'd take payment via credit card if needed, and I've got some. I got a good credit limit on there right now that they raised it to. So, worst case scenario, I get at least a few months out of this before I have to start struggling. If I'm going to struggle, so this time around, I can actually advertise myself because last time I I still was trying to hide from the landlord of the salon. As it was like that very week that I was going to meet her. One of the utilities said to email me and said, "You are no longer on the account for this or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, he must have found somebody." And currently, it is a salon that somebody completely redid inside from the pictures I've seen. But I didn't want to post anything and have him see that and be like, "Robert, I thought you said you were done doing hair. What gives? I think I'd like some money from you." Um, okay, where was I going? Oh, anyway, I was working on some like interview questions to see if anybody would do that, and I asked her, "What is it about me that kept you staying or got you to come back the second time?" My skill. And I'm like, "You're right. No one else has my skills. No, no one else is gonna do hair the way I do. They're my hands." It's like the Jules song, my hands are small, I know. They're not yours, they are my own. Um, but so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking for that. Uh, Here, let's rubber gasket for tri-oval salon chair. Oh, I'm gonna be doing something. One way or another. I'm. Don't be surprised if there's something tomorrow, whether it's live or showing the video of me walking in the place. Um, I might even, when I go to the stores looking for stuff, even if I'm not buying the stuff, I might be like, you know, streaming, you know, hey, that might be a nice mat. Hey, that might be something I could use if I wanted to, to hold the bottles and, you know. Okay. It's not quite tri-oval, but well, yeah, it is. It's like why? It's like a guitar pick. Maybe that. $20. Yeah, China crap. I have an actual like old school. It came when I went to Benton Harbor and bought my chair. The lady also had the the child seat thing with two bars with uh, a cushion in the middle, so it's like really heavy duty. Old school. Right. So I have no idea unless I look at the back of my chair, which is in my car at the moment. Not the correct Lord. Yeah, we need a correct Lord. You'd think this would be a little more common. Rubber ring. What did he say? No, he didn't say that. That was this AI telling me. Auto camera. It auto cameraed you. It doesn't need to be near me, you dorks. I just wear. This is just stupid that you can only get that. Hello? There's other things. There's older chairs. Hell, maybe that chair that I threw out after a car accident might have still had the ring. I don't remember. It's like I don't know if that's what I want or not. I don't even know if that's. I mean, because it's real easy to see that most of these are round. I mean, my best bet, I guess, would be to just, I mean, I don't know. At the very least, coat the thing in frickin' duct tape. But I just don't, I don't like the sound that it makes when I'm having to move the chair around. See, the thing with the mat, I want a mat, but I got this little mat here that I can just move around as I need to. Uh, the room is only 7.5 feet wide. Any mat that I use is going to be 5 to 6 feet wide. So it's going to interfere with pushing this around. I want to have a full mat, but at the same time, I mean, I could get something, just like the just a in general big giant floor mat, and then just worry about the fatigue mat otherwise. But I mean, something that would be like a bath mat or something. But a big. I know at like Staples they have the really big square uh, things for protecting floors and crap. God damn it! The fuck. Um, I give up. Man, we'll have to do something about that. Yeah, I know. Stop going on there. Uh, maybe I'm just maybe. Well, I'm gonna go on eBay. Try oval gasket for salon chair base. And then you spell freaking oval wrong. Did I actually spell an actual word? Yeah, you probably did. See, that's like making me think it looks like that, but then it says round base. Whatever. Whatever? Yeah, whatever. Okay, where are we at on this? Okay, 120-ish. Will you quit with the China crap? Yeah, they're all made in China. Yeah, I know. I don't want to have to wait 17 weeks for it to get here. I will definitely do something else before then. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm looking to gut another chair, that's what. You know, it really makes me, it, it amazes me that I was able to find that piece of chair, or, I mean, those two chairs that quickly, back to back. Well, there's one. Clio. Doesn't look like they have the base on that. That could come in handy. I should think about getting one of them. I mean, I've got the portable, like, I got this kind, but if I could get something like that instead, um, even if I gotta, like, just leave it in my car. But no, that doesn't have, it's missing the ring. Well, and it's not getting married. Or it's getting divorced, one of the two. Well, anyway, that could be something for going to like Lowe's or whatever and looking to see what they got, or the thrift store, or I mean, getting the salon mat and all that. That's easy enough. Um, 1 second here. I'm going to... No, I don't. I mean, hell, if I have to, I'll put a frickin' towel underneath the damn thing. As long as it's something, whatever it is, it's got to be flat. You know, frickin' chunk of cardboard for all I care. A chunk of cardboard? Yeah, a chunk of cardboard. Chunk of cardboard. Yeah, a chunk of cardboard. A chunk of cardboard? Yeah, a chunk of cardboard. So you're saying you'd put a chunk of cardboard underneath there? Well, it's something that I could put underneath the thing and maybe even trap it under there. It doesn't have to be. I mean, even if I just cut a round circle to go under the triangle or something, but yeah, good night too. Well, I do have the one mat that's like a half circle that's got like the purple shears on it. Um, yeah. Of course, this one looks. I don't like that part there. I like it better when it's. I like the two rings better. That looks like it's the blue sapphire, not purple. They lure you in there with that, but nope, that's not it. And one advantage I have that some people don't is if it requires a license to buy from. Yeah, yeah. You some beaches. Yeah, it's that's always been an issue. There's now getting rid of the word salon. Uh, 17 by, okay, so that's a foot and a half by 4 feet, and then there's a foot and a half by 2 feet. You could always get two of those. Two of those would fit. Alrighty. Now, 6 foot by 6 foot mat would definitely fit. Did I say 20 feet thick? Alright. Well, since you're being right back, I'm gonna go get coffee too, warmed up. I'm not gonna go very much longer here because I don't wanna be dead tired tomorrow. Since I do have to get there by 10 o'clock anyway, and I don't want to rush to get out the door. But I will be right back. Yes, welcome back. Oh yeah, you can. The web camera does that. They can see you on the web camera. Sit down. This, imagine, technology. Ooh, I like that. Not for $70 though. I mean, before. I mean, I can just as easily go to freaking TJ Maxx again and get these things, or whatever the Home Goods, TJ Maxx. That's where I ended up buying that other one. I wish they would have had two though, because I really like the one I got. And they had plenty of mats, but they only had one of this one, and I really like that. Out of all the options. It looks really nice with all that purple hair color dripped all over it. It's like a finger painting project or something. Of course, it's been sitting in my car for 2 years, so it's probably not gonna necessarily smell the best. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I do like the idea of getting a darker one, so that the colors don't. If I care about the color stains, I mean, it's more important that I have a mat to stop the color from getting on the floor. I mean, thankfully, I was the color came off the floor pretty well, but I really don't want it getting on the floor to begin with. Problem is, I step on that when it's got color on it, and then it's on my shoe, and then I'm tracking around. Oh. You always got the entertainment in your neighborhood, don't you? Outstanding. Oh. Hmm. I mean, I suppose I could do these things, but I don't think that my rolling cart would roll too well on those. I mean, it would, but nothing is cute. That almost looks old school. Let me see something here. See, I want to keep this so they can put their purse and their drink and all that on it. Because that, especially in a place like this where you ain't putting your stuff way down the hall. I don't blame you for wanting to move. You know, if I was still in my old neighborhood, I'd want to move. What used to be on the other side of 8 Mile is now like the other side of 9 Mile, the other side of 10 Mile. Will you quit doing that already? Oh, okay, that's over in that area. That might be Calypso's. My my former boss, salon owner, was from down in that area. The town she was from was apparently like the same one that John Cougar's from, or John Mellencamp. Well, I don't know if he had that or not. I think he was singing about somebody else when he sung about that, but yeah. But he was born in a small town. Well, I ain't driving all the way out to South Lyon for that. Oh, look! My old nemesis, the grape mat. Come into the store at 2 o'clock in the morning. These things would be full of grapes. But thankfully they would catch some of them. Because otherwise, you'd like, let's say the door is here. You walk in the door, go across the front of the store. Then over here is the produce corner. And got the stupid mats where they're collecting all the damn grapes. Because I used to do the floors. Then you go down the milk aisle. Then the meat department's here. Lunch meat in the meat department. Then you got the deli bakery in this little corner. In the frozen aisle. And then it's just straight up and down the aisles. Just a square grocery store. But I could tell when I had a day off because I'd come in and the grape would be smeared all the way down this aisle and all the way back all the way this far. Like, yep, I didn't do the floors yet. I didn't do the floors yesterday. So yeah, I could tell. Who are you gonna tell? I don't know. All right, I need to make a to do list. You got a pen over here? Probably not. The pen I did have, I put in my bag. All right, now stop eating. I said stop eating. Yeah, well, I had 2 bites left. Here, I'll give you 2 bites. All right. Pen. Who's got the pen? King Arthur. No, that's not right. Oh, look, needle nose pliers. Yeah. Only the needle nose for sure. Pissing me off. I know that. I know that I'm pissing you off. Alright, look in the other box. Why don't you look in your purse? I don't want to. Okay, we don't need to leave the socks up here. No, we don't. Yeah, that's even better, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's a blue pen. It might work. I mean, it says Bic on it, right? Yeah. Bic Woodsman? Yeah, Bic Woodsman. Well, you know. It happens. Um, okay, that's unrelated. Well, it's stuff from the salon. You don't need to worry about that crap anymore. Nope. Well, are you taking this with you tomorrow? I should, but what if you forget to? I don't know. You just use the damn pen, okay? Just you went and got the damn pen. Use the damn pen. Okay, all right, easy, killer. Why are you saying tomorrow? It's not tomorrow. It's today. Today, the first day of the rest of your life? Yes. Yes, the first day of the rest of your life. Are we going to make it happen? Well, unless she says some weird thing that I'm not expecting. Like, oh, because you because you failed last time, here's what we're going to do. Like, nah, we ain't going to do none of that. What I want for Christmas. I don't think a football is a very good Christmas present. I'm not going to be on very much longer. I don't want to be. I'm not going to be on here at 1 o'clock. So, but anyway, either way, have a good night and all that, and definitely one way or another, there'll be something going on tomorrow. Whether it's a report afterward or a live phone stream or. So I'm probably not going to... It'll probably be a phone stream because I won't have laptops and stuff set up yet. At least not... I do have a portable table in my car. And I could always put this portable table back in there too that I was using. I'm going to have to clean that up and do that. Yeah. All right. Shelving. Products. Ring or mat for chair. I gotta go. I gotta get some laundry pods or something. Pods and softener and pods and sheets. Last time I bought them at Ollie's, they had real good deal. I got they were having like a big like blowout of all kinds of Tide and all the different, you know. I mean, I'm not used to buying laundry stuff, but it's a pretty good deal. I ended up, I only used a couple of them out of there, so when I came home, I had a bunch to just dump into the bucket up here. That's a cool looking suite. I'm not going down there though, because that's one town over from where I lived, and I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go into that stuff. What's going on here? Oh, um, hood dryer. Yeah, just so I have a reminder about it. Microwave stand, microwave shelf. I gotta bring those. Now, thankfully, not thankfully, but I did that house call last week, so some of a lot of my stuff is just sitting in them bags to either get cleaned or whatever. But I just drag those in there and leave them. Um, um, yeah. Yep. Obviously, I'm getting one of them. So, yeah. What's that? A yawn making you tired? Yeah, the main thing is now the other thing I could do is get one of them like I was gonna do last time. Try to get one of them over the toilet shelves and just get it behind that shampoo bowl if I can get it out of my way. Now, technically, if it's back there, it'd be no different than things were when the bowl was mounted to the wall at the salon. But I have to make sure that it clears the bowl and doesn't bump into it. I mean, that's one option. If anything, just to put some towels in there. Um, I mean, I could probably just put towels in the heart cabinet and get it over with. Because I got to put something in there. I'd probably put my capes and towels in the heart cabinet. Even if I got I got the those canvas square bins. I got two of those that they're fancy. That I gotta. It's weird. I bought one at the thrift store and it said like flowers and it had like purple with like flowers on it. And then like over a year later, I went back and found another one at the same thrift store. I don't know if they had them at the same time or maybe they just brought it out of storage or something. But so anyway, I'm at some point I will put like booking information in it is what it is. I mean, if somebody's gonna wish to do me harm or something, they're gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, I got to put my shit out there on online anyway, one way or another. So whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, hey, it's got to have an address and stuff so people can find you. Not a turkey business. Yeah, it's a turkey. This is turnkey. Yeah, well, I see turkey. Yeah, you gonna see a turkey. I'm gonna shove one in your face. What kind of threat is that? You're gonna make me eat turkey? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. Okay, I probably one of the things I would like to have, if it would be, if it would work out. I do want to try to get some of the command hooks so people can hang up their damn coats. Now I already see how they work because um, there's some being used in the meat department at the grocery store for people to hang their coats. Um, but they're not hanging on a painted wall. They're hanging on well, it's a piece of metal in any case. Um, let me, let me try this. Hey, hey, not Claude. You better cut it out. I'm gonna start calling you Runny. So what I need No, I don't want to tell him. I don't want to tell him right now. Oh, just all right. I give up. I need to get to bed. Yes, you do. Because morning doesn't come any sooner unless you sleep. So we're going to turn this off. We're going to do this. And next time I'm on here, I'm going to be walking through that door. It's like, am I going to pull up and then go live right as I'm getting out of the car? Or am I going to go in, do the thing, and then? Or, I mean, or do I just record it and then show the video during a live stream later? Well, we'll see what happens when you get there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Anyway, thank you to Freebird and Jen for, dropping by. And thank you to everybody else who's been watching. Apparently, there has been a little bit of interest in watching this lately. Um, um, so yeah, and anybody who's new, welcome in. Um, I hope everybody has a good day and a good night and a good night and a good day. And I hope to see y'all in the next one you are able to make it to. Hopefully you get a chance to see whatever I do tomorrow or later today. And wishing you no tangles. Keep shining. And bye bye for now.